Who is the worst hero in Marvel Rivals? This could be considered a subjective question, but let's take subjectivity out of the equation and go straight to the Marvel Rivals website, where they show us every single hero's win rate and pick rate across any rank and any platform you want. I'm going to use all the competitive ranks and players within the PC ecosystem, and let's see who pops up. Okay, the Punisher, that's interesting. I guess that's who all the COD players go to thinking they can 1v6 the entire squad and then complain for healing. Next is Moon Knight, and yeah, that seems about right because no offense to you Moon Knight players, but I legitimately think some of you guys are as crazy as Mark himself. This Squirrel Girl is our next person, but honestly, every Squirrel Girl I've come across has the Lord icon picture and just dominates lobbies, so maybe it's just a tough life cycle for him. Jeff the Shark is our second to last character, and he's so cute I can't say a joke about him. Besides asking where he was on December 6, 20. But our last character probably won't shock you at all if you actually play the game Marvel Rivals, and that character is the one and only Black Widow. She is picked a mere 1% of the time and has a win rate of 41%. Going deeper into the ranks though, here under Platinum, she actually gets beat out by Storm, then goes back to being dead last in the game above Plat. Usually with characters like this, you see that as the ranks get higher, you see more picks from players with a higher understanding of the game, allowing the character to be better and a better choice, but that doesn't actually happen here. Then vice versa also happens where characters like Scarlet Witch get slightly worse and worse the higher you get ranked-wise, but are still very viable at lower ranks. But that doesn't happen for Black Widow, as she is only picked 0.8% of the time by Grandmaster, only beat out by Scarlet because she is a noob stomper. So why is that? What makes Black Widow so bad? First, let's go back in time. When Rival was a few weeks away from release, they started doing character reveals, and lo and behold, Black Widow is a character in this game, so her trailer came out with a lot of action, and she looked amazing, and then boom, there it was. Did you see it? One more time. A one-shot headshot. Numerous one-shot headshots littered throughout the trailer, and this sent the Reddit and Discord and Araba's community into a spiral. They started saying things that she's broken and she's not fun to play against, and that she's going to ruin the entire game experience before they even got to play against her or even the game. Even with confirmation from the community manager saying she will not one-shot people assume the worst. Skipping ahead a few days, boom, the game is out and the players are finally building a meta, and all of the pro players and best players are starting to have fun in the game.
Silver 2, rank promotion. You are higher than 99.62% of players server-wide. Top 1%er right here. Hey, just
don't care anymore.
All right, well that fucking ult sucks.
I think it was one of the greatest ults ever done to me.
Sucks.
Jimmy, I don't know what to tell you, brother.
Why would you ult that?
Just play solo. Just play solo.
And then you realize something. There's no Black Widow. And then everyone starts to realize something. There's no Black Widow. So Black Widow is an Avenger in the comic books and movies, but in this game, she's like a sandwich you forgot to leave out, and you left it there for a day and need to throw it away. She is a sniper who can't one-shot, but her headshots do a great amount of damage. She has 2 mobility options with her run and super jump, as well as an anti-dive tool. I mean, it's not a good anti-dive tool, but it is an anti-dive tool. So theoretically, she should be well equipped enough to take down gods and monsters, but she isn't. Her first issue is the most obvious one and the one you notice first if you play her. Her rate of fire, she literally fires at a snail's pace. And at the speed this game plays at, that is a huge hindrance. It's so unbearably slow, any decent player who is going to try out at least a handful of characters will notice this and move on to any other decent character like Hela, Star-Lord, or Hawkeye. Hawkeye. Yeah, he's another reason. If I want to use my aim, which I don't want to gloat or anything, I'm pretty darn good at aiming. Like, I'm like Arthur Morgan out there, honestly. Hawkeye was literally the worst character to play against in Season 0 because of his ability, for any player that isn't a fish, to get the luckiest headshots possible because you never really actually had to aim. You just fire into a group of people and boom, there's a kill streak of 10 innocent superheroes and alleged villains for you.
High in the sky, he sees everything.
So as someone who can aim pretty well by my own accord, why would I play a sniper with the rate of fire of a machine gun in the arcade period instead of the literal embodiment of 2017 Hanzo shooting logs instead of arrows that can actually one-shot? Yeah, I wouldn't personally. And obviously no one else would either, except for a few people. One example being Luna OW, who is a console player to be fair, so she isn't actually part of the metrics I use at the start of my video, but it's my video and I can do whatever I want. She's going into Grandmaster lobbies as Widow and dominating. That's just how good she is. And honestly, I think she's the staple Black Widow player at this point in the game's life. Like how Necros is the staple Genji player, Luna is the staple Widow player. And there's also a few more, like the ZZ1 guy who got to like top 500 with Widow on PC. She's just hard to play and has to be able to give constant value for her team. You have to have good aim, good game sense, and good everything to constantly get value with Black Widow. And that's something no other DPS has. Like inherently, I think she's really the only one. Keyword here, I said DPS. So with no other character within her role needing to actually do all three of those things at one time, as well as having a terrible kit, she is the hardest character to constantly get value out of consistently, in my opinion. Which I think that's the reason people think she's bad. Because as we know, Rivals, you have to have consistent value to actually be useful for your team. Especially to keep up with the ult economy in this game. Like if my Psylocke is producing a constant value and her ult is at 90 while theirs is at 60, I can confidently say that my Psylocke is doing more shit than your Psylocke. If a Luna is on your team and she's not having consistent value and DPS on the other team are, their ultimates, which are more than likely team wiping ultimates, have no counter. Unless you have a Mantis who is thankfully doing good, allowing enough time for Luna to catch up, but that's a specific situation. It's just a lot easier to get value with other characters that's not Black Widow. Like, again, Hawkeye, her counterpart. He is able to just fire blindly into a choke point and get free headshots and kills, while Black Widow isn't. But that's all I really have for today. This is really a new type of video for me. I hope you guys liked it. There's a lot more editing in this one, but like, comment, subscribe for more, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.